Well, good morning, students. This is Mr. Lopez again, wishing everyone a happy Wednesday. I hope everyone's doing well and is excited to check our first assignments for the week. We're going to go over and check your homework assignment assigned for Tuesday. So let's go ahead and look at 13.1. 13.1, we're going to look at the daily task assessment and see how you did. So here is answers for questions through 16 through 18. Let's look at the questions real quick. One day, friends explore 18 blocks of a town. The friends divide the blocks into blocks equally. So that's your key right there. How many blocks does each friend explore? So you have 18 blocks. That's the beginning of your division sentence, and divided into 6 equal friends. And of course, your answer is 3 because 18 divided by 6 equals 3. Reasoning here. This is where you have to do some thinking here and analyze the question. Mr. Brooks has 36 students. That's your key right there. In his gym class, he makes 6 teams. And here's your question. If each team has the same number of students, how many students are on each team? 36 divided by 6 equals 6. Multi-step, so you know you're going to have 2 steps to do here. Sandy bakes 18 pies. She keeps 2 of them. She sells the rest of the pies to 4 people at a bake sale. If each person buys the same number of pies, so that's your key for these 4 people buying 4 equal amounts of pies. How many pies does Sandy sell to each person? So the first step that you have to do is read this part right here. She has 18 pies. She keeps 2 to herself. So you subtract 2 from 18, that gives you the total of 16. And from there you have your next step, 16. She divides them equally into 4 people, and so 16 divided by 4 equals 4. So the key here is subtracting these 2 first, the number of pies, because she keeps 2. Okay, your Texas prep. Each picnic table at a park can seat up to 6 people. How many tables will 48 people fill? So again, 48 is the beginning of your division sentence, and divided equally into 6 people, so 48 divided by 6 equals 8. I hope everyone did pretty well on that one. Let's check your homework. And here we were solving, find the unknown number, and of course it just has letters here, so that can stand for X or anything, so it's finding the missing number there. So 48 divided by 6, so Z equals 8. 18 divided by 6 equals 3, so you divide this. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 36 divided by 6 equals 6, and so forth. There shouldn't be any questions or any issues here. If you do have a question, always just take a look at the last 2 numbers here, and if you do your know your multiplication facts, you know that 5 times 3 equals 15 and 7 times 4 equals 28. Let's take a look at the rest of the questions here. Problem solving, 36 apples. She keeps 6 for herself. How many apples can she give to each of 6 people? So here's the key right now. She has 36. She keeps 6. So what do you do, Tulene? That is correct. You have to subtract 6 from 36. That gives you a total of 30. Then you divide that into 6 groups, so you should have 5 here. The key is subtracting this one. Okay, Raneem, you're next. Andre has 21 tomato plants. He gives 3 to a friend. Then he plants the rest in equal groups. So 21, Raneem. She gives how many to a friend? 3. So what do? Very good, Raneem. You subtract 3 from 21. That gives you 18. And then 6 equal groups, so now you have 18 divided by 6 equals 3. The key is subtracting these 2 first. Nice work, ladies. Next question, number 12. Zane, let's get ready. Jake has 42 baseball cards that he wants to share equally with himself and 5 friends. How many cards will each person get? So you're going to write a division sentence, okay? It's just not the answer, a division sentence. So 42 divided by how many friends? By 5. Oh, I'm sorry. 5 friends. Now, the key is here with himself and 5 friends. So that number should be 6 here. Because if you try to divide 42 divided by 5, you're going to get a sentence that does not make sense. So the key is here is reading the question carefully. Good job, Zane. So 5 plus 1 equals 6. So you could have a division sentence that looks something like this. 42 divided by 6 equals 7. Okay, so 7 cards. Each person will get 7. Here is a sentence strip. Write and solve a word problem for the strip. So the key is seeing this number first. You got a total of 24, and then just count your blocks. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're all equal. So you divide 24 by 6 equals 4, and each block should have 4 in each one. And here are possible answers that you could. The word problems are going to be different for all of us, so long as you have something that's 24 is divided by 6 and 4 equal parts. You're okay. All right, let's check the rest of the questions here. Hopefully everyone's doing a great job. I'd like to say hello to everyone. Hello Zane. Hello Raneem. Hello Talene. Hello Hala. And I'll start saying hello to everyone as I go by. If I didn't call your name, I will call it as we go by. Let's look at the rest of the questions. There are 54 people going on a rafting trip. Each raft holds 6 people. 54 divided by 6 equals 9. 24 puppies at the dog show divided into what 4? 24 divided by 4 equals 6. 30 scouts marching in a parade. The scouts marches in equal rows of 5. That's your key right there. Equal rows of 5. How many rows? How many rows of scouts are in the parade? So 30 divided by 5 equals 6. Make sure you're showing your work somewhere here. Make sure you're still following your test-taking skills. The vegetable stand has 42 baskets in different vegetables. Vegetable stand has 42 baskets of different vegetables. The baskets are set up in 6 equal rows, so 42. 6 equal rows. Your question is how many in each row? 42 divided by 6 equals 7. How did we do, Dalal? Nice work. Good job. Multi-step. So that's your key right there. You know you're going to do how many steps. It's going to be more than one. Tanya bakes 10 trays of 6 muffins. She keeps 1 tray for herself and gives an equal number away to 6 friends. How many muffins does Tanya share with her friends? So she has 10 trays of 6. So how many muffins does she have? She has 60. She keeps 1 tray for herself and gives the equal number. So she has 10 trays. She keeps 1 for herself. She has 9 trays here. 9 trays. So how many muffins does Tanya share with her friends equally? So 9 times 6, 54. 54 divided by 6 equals 9. Dwayne has 15 crackers. He keeps 3 for himself. That's the key, just like the other problem. So 15. He keeps 3. So that's what? Nice work. Yes, that's 12. Keeps an equal amount to Jan and Ling. So Jan and Ling, that's 2. So 12 divided by 2 equals 6. I hope everyone had a great afternoon and great success on working on this. Now I'm going to go over and work on Group D's 16.1. So Group D, get ready. And yours is the area. So Group D, let's go ahead and take a look at your daily task assessment for Tuesday. So Eamon, go ahead and look at number 10. Farmer Paul plants peas. Here's the diagram. Shows the field in each unit square, the square meter. What is the area of the farm? Okay, so this area here, of course, we can do length times width because the easiest way is just to count your unit squares. And there is 24 in there. Number 11. Isa, let's take a look at this one very carefully. Sherry's making the quilt shown in the diagram. Here's the quilt. Each unit squares is 1 square foot. The blue squares are completed. So this is what she has done. What is the area of the quilt she has completed? So there's 2 ways to do this. You can get the total area of the unit of the quilt. So you will multiply 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You would have what? 36 square feet. And notice they have an answer there. But then you would subtract the number here that's not complete, and you would get 20. Or you could just count the squares, and there should be 20 squares in there. Use the diagram from exercise 11, of course. How many more squares does Sherry complete than not complete? So you get this total area, you get this total area, and you subtract these two, and that'll equal to 4 square feet. How did we do? Miriam, how did we do? Good job. Any questions? If you do, send me a quick email or add it into the comments sections of the YouTube video. Let's go look at your homework. Oh, I'm sorry. Number 12. What is the area of the diagram at the right? Again, the easiest way to do it is just count your unit squares. You cannot use length times width because you don't have it all. There's some spaces you're missing here. They have to be equal. So let's go on to your questions. Here's your homework assignment. I'm going to make it smaller for you. Again, we're counting the square units. If you count total of these, there's our 10. Total here are 10. It's pretty simple. Here is the top of the box with each all one square. The diagram shows the top of the box. What is the area? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 is 16. And that's 16 square centimeters. Notice how they put in square centimeters, and you get that from this section right here. Remember that when you put your answer, you have to include square centimeters, because if you don't, I don't know whether they're chicken, pigs, horses, or geese. So make sure you include that in there. Here you have Miguel drew this puzzle. Here's the puzzle. He divides the area into 1 inch squares, so those are your 1 inch squares. The diagram shows how much of the puzzle Miguel puts together. What is the area of the puzzle Miguel has completed so far? So again, you would count your squares here, and there are 20, or if you multiply length times width, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have 25. If you subtract 25 that have not been completed, you'll get 20 squares. So there's 2 ways of doing that. Number 5, Dawn draws a picture that has 12 square inches. She draws another picture that has 12 square centimeters. So here we have to get a pretty good idea of how big an inch is compared to how big a square centimeter is. And if you don't have your ruler, this is okay, but your inch is slightly larger. The picture that is the squares that is square inches would be larger here, because 1 inch squares are larger than 1 centimeter. Okay, so 12 square inches is greater than 12 square centimeters, and that's just a visual thing that we have to learn, that your centimeters is smaller than your inches. And we have another one here. Angelina is covering a closed floor with 1 foot square tiles. The green squares are completed. What area of the floor has Angela covered? So again, you would just count the total number that she has covered, and you have 22. Here's a multi-step, so you know you're going to have more than one step. Dawn is tiling a countertop. Each square unit is 1 square foot. The blue squares show the completed. How many more squares of feet of countertop has Dawn not completed compared to what he has completed? So get your total area here, get your total area here, total area here, subtract both, and you will have 8. Your answer is 8. Here you go. A craft company uses 1 inch squares, tiles for the floor, enclose a closet dollhouse shown in the diagram, and additional 7 square inches of the tile will be used for a hallway. How many square inches of the tile does the craft company need for the dollhouse? So you get your total square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And they're going to add an additional 7. So 40, they have a total. They're going to add 7, and they will need 47. So count these, and you know you're going to need 7 more. So you add 7 to the total that you have here. That will give you 47 square inches. Well, that concludes our review for our daily task assessment and our homework for both sections 13.1 and 16.1. I hope everyone did well. I want to wish everyone a happy Wednesday, and I hope everything is going well. Please know that I want to make sure that everyone's showing their work and is working closely with the workbook, so that we don't get sidetracked on anything else. So stay focused, stay safe, and let's go ahead and look at videos for today's lessons on YouTube, and I will divide them up into lessons for 13.2 and 16.2. So go ahead and check on those videos when you completed checking your homework, and we will get back to you. Thank you again, and goodbye.